Hello everyone, welcome back to another air compressor video. On our last couple of videos, I showed you guys the 4-way DIY inflator kit. I told you guys I was going to show you guys how to modify this compressor, adding a pressure switch. This is a 90 to 100 PSI pressure switch and a quick disconnect. I didn't film doing it because it's so simple. I'll go ahead and put a video, a link in the description of another YouTuber showing it, which is where I got the idea from, or at least I used his video, because he already done a great video of it. So check out his video. He shows you how to do it. I'll go ahead and put a link in the video in the description, along as well as all the parts. The only thing I might do different is I just ordered this 90, and this is the quick disconnect. So this is where it plugs in, but if it plugs in this way, the your gauge is at an awkward position. So this is a 90, and I'm gonna take this off after this video once I'm done doing this video for you guys. This is a 90, and that's gonna go like this, and the quick disconnect will now point up so I can put all my accessories from the top. So that's the only thing I will recommend you guys do, just because I don't like the way this is angled at. So it's super simple. This is just a 90 1/4 inch and 90. So let's go ahead and air up my Land Cruiser. We're gonna do a few demonstration. I'm gonna air it down to like 10 psi, which is like what I would do if I would go off-roading. We'll air it down to 10 psi, and then we'll run it back to 25. I usually do 25 because these are the Baja XS Pros. They are the big tires. These are 38 by 13.5, 17 inch. So they're super heavy. So when I run the streets, I run 25. I think for a demonstration purpose, I'll go ahead and run it to 10, and then we'll bring it to 30, and then we'll go ahead and drain it all the way down to 0, and then we'll bring it back to 25, just to give you guys an idea of how fast this is. Now, I will be honest, I have used this already. I used this on my Tundra just to test it out the other day, and it did pretty good. My Tundra was some basic 265 16, and I think it aired them up within like 5 minutes, super fast. So this is the NuttyNu compressor, super awesome, super pretty. Let's go ahead and hook it up. This is my DIY 4 tire inflator. Really easy to put on. You just pop the valve stem cover, push it down, and slap it on. This is my first time using this setup on the Land Cruiser. I used this setup the other day on the Tundra. Works super simple, like I said. Remove the valve cover, valve stem cover. This one's a bit hard. They're brand new, so it takes a while to break in. Just like that, you have it good. At the end of your intake manifold, you want to make sure the valve is closed. So if we look at the gauge right now, it's actually reading 22 psi. So when you connect this to all 4 tires, it's gonna equalize all 4 tires. So if both of your front tire were at 20 psi and your rear were at 30 psi, when you plug in this kit, it's gonna equalize into one setting. So now that we're at 22 psi, we'll go ahead and air it down. And to air it down, you just flip the valve. Let it air out for a bit, and then you can close it up and check the settings. So now we're at 20. We're around 14 psi. Alright, we are at 10 psi now. We're gonna go up to 30 psi for demonstration. You guys can see right here why I want to do a 90, so that this connection is on top, so I can plug from the top. For now, we're just gonna use it the way it is. So this one, you have to go from this angle, which is really awkward, which is what I don't like. So go ahead and plug it in. So now that we're plugged in, you can go ahead and turn it on, but make sure you turn on your vehicle. So with the pressure switch mod, this will turn on, and once it pressurizes, it'll shut it off until you want to use air. So you're gonna hear it run, and it will shut off. Oh, I didn't plug it in yet. So it's gonna run and then shut off, which is the pressure switch working. Now I'll just go ahead and turn on the vehicle so we can run it. So just about 5 minutes to get it from 10 psi to 30 psi. We can probably knock off about 5-6 seconds because I keep turning it on and off. So not bad at all, guys. 5 minutes. On my old compressor, the Viair 88P, it takes about 5 to 6 minutes just to do one tire. So that's 25 minutes to do my whole rig. This is impressive. To make this a fair test, we're gonna let the compressor cool down for about 15 minutes, and then we'll go ahead and air it down to complete 0, and then we'll air it back up to 25 psi, which is what I run for the street. So let's go ahead and air down. To air down, we'll shut it off, and it's really hot right here. These metal parts right here are really hot, so you might want to put some gloves on. I'm gonna use my sweater for now. And this intake manifold right here, this red piece right here, that's hot right here because the air is coming in. So definitely when you're using these equipment, have some gloves. The hoses are nice and warm. The gauges is nice and cool, but everything right here is all hot. So definitely wear gloves. We're gonna go ahead and air down 30 psi to 0, complete out. I am completely aired down. You can see the gauge read 0. And just to show you guys proof. Yep. That's pretty flat out. We haven't popped a B yet. But look at that. Let's go ahead and air up to 25 psi. So just to show proof that these tires are completely aired down. Right there. And just to show you guys the size, 38, 1350, 17, Mickey Thompson. 6 minutes and 23 seconds to get from 0 psi to 25 psi. Not bad at all, guys. Our first test, we only did a 20 pound psi increase from 10 to 30. So this one was gonna take longer regardless. So it took a minute and 30, roughly about a minute 20 second longer, but that's still really impressive. There you have it, guys. 2 quick tests on the compressor. It worked out amazing. From 10 to 20 psi, about 5 minutes, and then complete 0 to 25 psi, about 6.5 minutes. Worked good. We did let the compressor cool down about 10 minutes between each of the tests. I love it. It's way faster than my previous setup. Like I said, my previous setup, the 88P, it takes about 5 to 6, honestly sometimes even 7 minutes per tire. And that compressor that I had was just not made for these big tires. It's made for like your typical compact car. So when you unplug your wheel chucks, there is still a little bit of air in the line, and you want to go ahead and release that. So you listen for it, and then you can go ahead and store your line away. Now keep in mind, it is still very hot right here, so definitely put on some gloves because it's nice and warm. And also let your air compressor cool down before you start handling it or putting it into a bag or whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and you guys learned something cool. I'm super excited with this new compressor. I can do so much stuff with it. The extra hose that I ended up from the 50 footer Flexzilla that I used, I ended up with an extra hose which was about 6 or 7 feet. I ended up using that and I made that into a single airline hose where I can just air up one tire at a time, but it is still a little bit short, so I might just use that as like a air sprayer or accessory hose. And I might go buy another hose that's maybe like 12 feet long and use that as a singular air pressure where I can just air up one tire at a time. Those things are good to have, let's say when you just need to air up one tire, or let's say somebody's broke down on the side of the road and they need to air up one tire. Instead of taking out your whole 4-way kit, you can just take out that single line and air them up real quick and call it good. So super fun stuff. You can make all kinds of cool things with these quick disconnect air tools, air hose, nozzle blower, all that fun stuff. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next time on the next video. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram NuttyNu_4x4 to see more cool Toyota stuff, 4x4 stuff related content. See you guys next time. Much love. Bye bye.